guys, welcome back to our another Globe interviews. This is Starlight here, and today we delighted to have two special guests for today's episode. Please welcome Neha and Max.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so can you both tell us a bit about yourselves and how you got into the blockchain?
Sure. Would you like to go first, Max?
Yes, of course. So I actually got into blockchain in, I think, 2016. Started investing a little bit.
Wow,
Then the hype came, 2017, started investing a little more. Also started mining with a friend a little bit, got a little bit into the technicals, especially with Bitcoin. But then when the downturn came, in early 2018, I think, basically just let everything sit and didn't do a lot in the space, to be honest. And then picked it up right again last year in April when we started talking about our MBA. So all of us met before a little bit, had a bunch of Zoom calls before LBS started, found out that LBS doesn't have a blockchain society or didn't have a blockchain society at the time. And it just took it from there. And now we're sitting here.
Yeah, exactly. So like Max, I started in blockchain around 2016 as well. I was actually doing my undergraduate degree at the University of Toronto then, and got really lucky and found a professor who was exploring financial engineering and partnering with a lot of local banks on projects. And so because of that, I got to look into use cases for blockchain and capital markets. And I think since then, my interest has just been piqued. So over the next few years, I contributed to research for an organization called the Blockchain Research Institute, based in Canada. And then when I decided to come to LBS, I found Max and I found some other really cool crypto enthusiasts. And we built this community. And since then, I've been crypto 24/7. I'm also interning at Wintermute, which is a digital assets market maker. And loving every minute of it. So,
wow, that's amazing.
Journey, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the goals of the LBS Blockchain Society, and through what means are you achieving these goals? Start the lady first.
So I think for us at the LBS Blockchain Society, one thing we're really passionate about is making blockchain and Web3 approachable for the entire community. And I think something that we've seen is that so many people are excited to learn about Web3, are interested in learning about Web3, but they don't really know where to start.
Yeah.
And because crypto and blockchain is so exciting and so diverse and so broad, it can be really intimidating to find that first step. So we're really trying to create that forum for people to learn, grow, talk about crypto in a safe space.
Yeah, and also the LBS community is obviously a little bit at a disadvantage compared to other schools because it's just a business school. So people don't naturally interact with people who have a more technical background and who might get into crypto or blockchain in a more natural way.
Yeah.
So there's no computer scientists or whatever, or computer scientist students, at least there's a couple of them. And yeah, I think our major goal, as Neha said, was just like to bring those people together and get a lot of externals in, industry players, just to create sort of a learning space and also career opportunities for our fellow students.
Yeah, I feel like the same. If you want to gather in the people all together, you have to make your own community, and then people, they can get involved. The next question is, why do you think this is important to educate students about blockchain? Is it because you think this is a trend, or you think blockchain is going to be the future?
So I take this?
Yeah, go for it.
So we're strong believers in blockchain. Maybe not in all the current industries where blockchain is very prevalent.
Yeah.
But in our opinion, blockchain as a base layer technology is here to stay, as the internet was in the 90s. So we just want to create a space for the students to get into that technology as early as possible, because we believe that blockchain will shape our world and many industries in the coming decades.
Yeah, totally. And I think one thing we're seeing too is blockchain's kind of coming to this natural turning point where it's not just blockchain for the crypto natives anymore. It's blockchain for everyone, right? Blockchain and Web3 is the next iteration of the internet, right? So I think because we are at a business school, we're starting to see more and more opportunities come out for the students who are studying finance, who are marketing majors, who have backgrounds in law. So I think as it continues to be far-reaching for us, we're pretty well positioned to help, like Max said, bring everyone into the space early.
Yeah, every industry, they all can go to the blockchain in the future.
Exactly. There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And so far, we've gotten amazing feedback from the industry. So whenever we reach out to companies that are already big in the space or startups, they're super grateful that we're creating that space because they're also looking for talent, and they're desperate to find talent because they know they can grow if they get the right people. So I think we found a good conversion point.
What type of education and support can students who are part of the blockchain society expect to receive?
Yeah, so there are a couple of things we're doing. One thing that we ran last year that we'll continue to run next year is our Blockchain 101 series. So that is just kind of like a peer-led session where students who are excited about blockchain come talk about a specific topic. Maybe it's blockchain basics, maybe it's DeFi, maybe it's NFTs. Half-hour session followed by a half-hour safe space just for questions. And we find hundreds of students come out to these events because, again, they want just that friendly first learning point. Beyond that, we have a couple of other plans for this year too, like our conference, if you want to talk about
Exactly. We have a big conference planned. So we ran a small one in April over the course of 3 days, I believe. And was an amazing thing. We only had 4 weeks to pull it together, actually, and we still had more than 200 attendees in person.
And then
many more on Zoom.
Yeah.
Waitlists were also full.
Really excited for the coming conferences.
Right. So this year it will be a proper multi-day event. So not just a couple of events spread over a bunch of days, but actually full day program, multiple tracks, career fair, the entire shebang, basically.
Yeah,
wow.
It's really great. And we're lucky to have actually Encode Club partnering with us. So they'll be the key hackathon partner that's running in parallel with the conference. So we're really excited about it. We think it's going to be the best space for students to come through and learn whether they're completely new to crypto or blockchain, or whether they want to get into some of those deeper kind of nitty-gritty conversations as well. And I think kind of on that point too, we want people who are new to blockchain to come to our Blockchain 101, come to our conference that we're planning in October. But we also have some things for people who are already a little bit in the space and just want to dive in deeper. One thing we're really focusing on this year is governance and expanding our participation with different protocols that are out there. So we recently became a delegate for MakerDAO, which has been really fantastic. Our students get to participate in those forums and in those votes and those decisions. And we're looking to increase our participation there for other DAOs in the future too.
Wow, this is really excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really cool time to learn about crypto, I think. Everyone's just so willing to give their time to be a part of these events that we found. So the community engagement is just phenomenal. It's unlike anything else.
Yeah.
Then obviously we have a bunch of other things lined up. That's a great thing. That's a great thing if you start a club, you can shape it as you want.
Exactly.
There's no fixed structures. So we definitely plan on attending one of the big conferences in Europe, and then as many as we can in London, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a thing that we will do. Also introduce some more casual networking events for actual club members with industry players and alumni, because there's a bunch of alumni that are already working in the space. And basically leverage the LBS network that we have.
Are there any LBS alumni or current students who you like to give a shout out to regarding crypto projects that they have launched?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think one thing we've discovered kind of as we've been building up the LBS Blockchain Society is just how many LBS alumni are embedded in crypto. So for example, I mentioned that I'm interning at Wintermute. Wintermute was actually co-founded by LBS alumni Evgeny Gavoy, and he's currently the CEO of Wintermute. For example, I guess the CEO of the Near Foundation as well. Her name is Marie Clement. She's also an alumni from LBS. And then, we've got folks at Genesis. We've got Leon Marshall at Genesis. We've got Richard Riffod at Ledger. We've got Max Crown at MoonPay. And it's really been crazy to see how many LBS alumni are in crypto. But they're also, not just, well-established alumni, but some startups in the space. So for example, we have Kiln was founded by Thomas. Kiln is a staking as a service company, startup. We also have Bebop, which is a new DeFi protocol. And Cat4 is really involved in Bebop. We also have Atlas Labs, which is like a Web3 social impact startup, which is really cool. And then we have Arc Street, which actually Max can talk about.
Yeah, right. There's a special shout out to Carlos, who was one of the founders of Arc Street, and Bozo, because they were both heavily involved in building up the society last year. Carlos is an MIF, Bo is an MBA, and they're just launching Arc Street Capital. That's going to be very exciting, also in the DeFi space. And we hope there's many more to come from the community.
What are the next steps and the plans for the future of the LBS Blockchain Society?
So I think, as we already said earlier, we have a bunch of ideas lined up for event series, tracks, etc. that we want to run next year. But I think our main goal is, because we were just officially recognized by school earlier in the year. So our main goal is to actually bring together a community of first years now that will carry on when we leave next year and make the LBS Blockchain Society a fixed part of the LBS ecosystem. Because there's so many other amazing clubs that have been around for years or even decades. And we want the Blockchain Society right up there.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better, Max. I think for us, we're hoping to set up a framework that has lasting power and staying power. We've been really lucky to be connected with the leaders at some of these other student clubs, like at Oxford, at Cambridge, friends at Columbia, at Cornell, who have really set a pretty awesome mold for what a blockchain club can be and what that ongoing engagement can look like. And I think that's the vision, just create something that's going to stick around so that people always have that kind of safe space to come to learn about blockchain, Web3.
Right.
Yeah, especially for the young people. Yeah, like it's really exciting. You see like a very different industry, or the young people, they all get involved. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the fun of it too, right? Because that's kind of what keeps it fast moving, ever changing, is that sort of passion to explore, to create, to change, right? To adapt.
Yeah, you could really see the interest, because once we started to take off a little bit last year and we launched our Telegram chat and whatnot, there was so much engagement about all kinds of different topics that were happening in the industry, like companies having that problem, that new product being developed and launched, and people are just like, does anybody know something about this? Can anybody help? And then obviously we had some people who were already up and running in the industry, just helping them out. So we had like fantastic engagement between people that are absolute newbies in the community and people that are a little more experienced in it. And I think this is just the vibe that we want to keep on pushing so that it stays.
I think in our Telegram chat,
500?
6,
the Telegram chat
50?
is very big. And then on our official platform and campus groups, we have about 300, closing on 400 members.
Yeah.
So for the first year,
that's quite a lot.
impressive.
Yeah.
And then I guess our admins chat for LBS has a platform called Meet that connects current students, alumni, and admits. I think there we've hit 800 or so. So
wow.
We should also talk about how we're gonna bring it into one conversation.
Yeah, the new admins are already very, very interested.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. They're not even at school yet, and they won't be for another 6 weeks or 8 weeks. And they're already like, guys, this is amazing. I want to learn more. What are you guys doing? How can we help? So you can see it.
Yeah. Like even the people who's already graduate from the LBS, they're willing to join this big community. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you like the content, please like the videos, leave your comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. And thank you, Max and Neha, to come to today's episode. And really nice to chat with you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.